Never have I done an interview and tried to mix at the exact same time.
It's cool to sit down with a DJ and talk, but why not talk and DJ at the same time?
I think this is going to be harder than we think it is.
So the rules are, you only have a minute to mix songs. That was so bad.
You just mixed out on my job.
Oh, fuck. Back to back.
We're going to go to 131 from 94.
Or you could go like this.
Everyone's going to be like, never hire these DJs. They're so bad.
Welcome, guys, to the first episode of Interview and Instrumentals. I'm your host, NAST. This will be on the NAST YouTube channel. And my first guest for the series is DJ Meglados. I've met him it's almost been 2 months now.
Yeah, not that long.
Yeah, but we've been hanging out quite a bit, mixing a lot. I've been trying to connect with more DJs in the scene. And I thought, it's cool to sit down with a DJ and talk, but why not talk and DJ at the same time? So the rules are, you only have a minute to mix songs, and you get 2 songs, so it's like back to back. So let's get started. First of all, what is the first song you're starting with?
I'm going to start off with one of my releases called Fake Love, which who knows how this is going to sound with no lyrics in it because we're just doing instrumentals. But let's get it going.
Hell yeah. Here we go. And then here's my earbuds right here. Let's see if these will still work. Cool. So how'd you get started DJing, by the way? Jason or Meglados?
Yeah.
I just gave away your government.
Oh, no. They know who I am now.
Oh, shit.
No, I started DJing in around 2012, beginning of 2012. So I just kind of wanted to learn. I got a controller, and after I bought a controller, I just started practicing like in my dorm room. You know, I was in college at the time.
Okay, so you're like the average college kid.
Yeah,
I could be a DJ.
Yeah, no, I just thought it'd be cool. Not too long after that, I bought speakers. I, started getting gigs right away and being like kind of like an open format DJ, really, and less of an EDM DJ.
Got it. And were these like college bar gigs, or what is it like to start out as like a college DJ?
I actually got dorm gigs right away through like the Resident Hall Association, and I was DJing for my school Western at the time and getting like paid pretty well for a college kid DJing, you know?
Nice.
And so it was cool to experience that and get that going. I think this is gonna be harder than we think it is.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. The goal is kind of to be like hot ones a little bit, you know. Hopefully I can have him slip up and he gives away some private information because he's busy mixing.
Because I'm not thinking about anything.
Yeah, so like, what's your mother's maiden name?
Yeah, my social.
Yeah, exactly. Heck yeah. So we're going 2 for 2. I'm also like an open format DJ, so we'll see what happens here. Cool.
Where were we going with that? So, I started getting gigs pretty quickly, and then I started doing house parties, and I really enjoyed music and DJing in general. So,
Heck yeah. So what was the first controller you had? Before you answer that, my first controller was a Hercules controller. Have you heard about this series of controllers? It's almost like Fisher Price controllers. They're like the most.
Oh yeah, the tiny.
Yeah, and they're like like you can't do shit on them. And like I was like, oh, I'm gonna be the next DJ. And when I got it, I was like, fuck, I automatically have to like upgrade because I can't do shit on that. So
I had the Newmark Mixtrack Pro.
Okay.
So I learned on Virtual DJ, and then not too long after that, because I actually enjoyed DJing and got into it, I ended up buying the DDJ T1 by Pioneer.
Okay.
So not too different than this controller, honestly. It was a 4-channel Pioneer controller. And so from that, I learned on Tractor.
Okay.
And then I also learned on Serato, and then I learned on Rekordbox. So I've actually tried like all the major DJ softwares out there and had quite a few controllers throughout.
And so when I started out on Serato, but it seems like Serato is not the go-to like software for DJing. Is that not the
I would
case?
say it is for a lot of people in like open format, wedding, bar, club DJ. I think Serato is the move. Like a lot of people use it. Nowadays though, I'd say everyone in the EDM space kind of uses Rekordbox.
But why? I feel like, this is me personally, I feel like Rekordbox is like an ugly looking platform. It's like Serato is like iPhone, Rekordbox is like Android, even though I am an Android guy.
It has its faults for sure, but you can pull up to DJ with me and plug a USB in.
That's fair.
And not have to bring your laptop and prep your crates in Serato. Instead, you can prep it in Rekordbox and only have to bring a USB with you, which is honestly like what I prefer to do.
Yeah.
Because then I can just show up and use a USB. I kind of already have everything prepared there. But if I'm doing an open format gig, like I do prefer to have my laptop with me.
Fair enough. I just mixed up it a little bit. Here we go. Now it's a little bit more upbeat. So here we go. That's cool, man. So a lot of DJs, I feel like, in today's age, it's like people at first wanted to be like SoundCloud rappers. That was like the big thing, and everyone's like, oh, check out my SoundCloud page. Now it seems like everyone's a DJ. So what kind of kept you going? Because I've heard a lot of people be like, oh yeah, I started DJing in college. Can I get on your decks right now? Like I'm DJing at like a house party, private event, or whatever. And you'll be surprised how many people are like, yeah, I know a little thing or two. And then like anytime I've given someone an opportunity, it's like it's just like some crazy they're mixing Travis Scott into like jazz or some bullshit, and none of it makes sense or anything,
Yeah, I mean, I kind of quickly got into the wedding space.
Okay.
And so I would say because of that.
Damn.
You've got to remove your
lyrics
there.
Fuck. There we go. I was thinking of Danny Brown's voice as like an instrument a little bit because it's so crazy, Have you ever checked out into like Danny Brown and like JPEG Mafia's crazy like production stuff?
I can't say I have.
Oh my gosh, it's craziness.
I think I missed a question though. The question was
like what? Yeah, so you got into weddings?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I started making money from DJing, so then I
Okay.
kept DJing because I thought it was cool, and because I was like doing it in kind of a professional level, I wanted to get better at mixing and DJing in general.
Yeah.
And so I felt that it was just good to like stick with it and keep it going, and get better, practice DJ mixes, listen back to them, see how bad my transition sounded, and like work on making them better.
Yeah.
Never have I done an interview and tried to mix at the exact same time, and I'm not trying to put on my headphones because I'm trying to like talk. So.
I wonder is this like would this be easier or harder with someone who had ADHD? You know what I mean?
I just don't want to sound like an idiot on either aspect. I'm like, I don't want to sound dumb mixing, and I don't want to sound dumb talking.
You sound like cavemen or something.
Yeah, I'm just like answering half questions and like, oh, I gotta mix, which is funny because I have conversations while I DJ sometimes. But.
Yeah, 100%. So then, are you originally from Washington to begin with, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was born in Kirkland.
Oh shit. Okay.
I was born in Seattle, but lived in Kirkland.
I was born in
Kirkland signature, baby.
I was born in what's it called? Evergreen
Hospital?
Yeah, right next to whatever it's called, Totem Lake.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So that's where I actually went to elementary and junior high and stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is pretty good. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm gonna pull out here.
You pull out your lyrics?
Oh, this one doesn't have lyrics.
Oh.
I tried to find songs that didn't have lyrics. Some of them do, but we'll see what happens. I almost feel like it's easier to go 1v1.
One song. All right, let's do it.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck. What's the next
you're like
song?
trying to pay attention.
Yeah. Okay. So, you probably grew up seeing the evolution of Totem Lake then.
Yeah. It's it's a very nice area. Kirkland's nice. Bellevue, pretty cool, So like our whole little area that we grew up around it's pretty like affluent, like nice area, honestly.
Yeah, because like I was a parent. I was a kid with two households growing up. So 2 Christmases, baby. But basically the meeting point for my family to like do like kid drop off or whatever was at Totem Lake. So before all the movie theater and before it was super nice, and it's just kind of crazy to see how it's changed over time. Oh shit, I have no idea how I'm gonna mix this. Oh, this is still your song.
No, you're still on your song. I can go into this one. I loaded one and then you took over.
Oh no! I thought. Wait, okay, here we go.
I'll go into waiting.
Here we go.
Yeah.
There we go. But interesting. Okay, so what's it been like being a DJ in Washington? Do you feel like it's easy to get gigs? Is it like clicky to get gigs? Do you have to like be part of a collective or anything like that?
Yeah, I actually was part of a collective called Waves for a while, and the people from there have done really well for themselves. Everyone that was in this collective, we were throwing kind of multi-stage EDM shows, but where we were bringing in our own visuals, our own lighting.
Nice.
I was supplying like CDJs for everyone and stuff. And we tried to do it big, which took a break from that for a while before going back to doing EDM collective stuff. That was a really cool time though, and there's some artists that blew up that were part of that collective. Quaxon Music, if you've heard of him. He's a big bass producer in Seattle, went on tour with like 7 Lions, Grabbits.
Oh, nice.
Like people and, you know, that was upper echelon artists. So.
And what year frame? Like what frame of
We were
year
doing
was
that
this?
around like 2016, 2017.
Okay.
We did an installation at one of the Bass Canyons and everything.
Okay.
And I got a DJ at Bass Canyon.
Damn.
Like super cool stuff. And I missed that and ended up trying to come up with my own kind of EDM collective group. And so Phrase, a house DJ, and me, a bass DJ, came up with our own idea for doing that, and it's called Half and Half Rave.
Okay.
So we're doing half house, half bass, kind of making it a mini festival inside of a show.
Got it.
So
Is it also related to Milk at all, or no?
it is not necessarily milk related, but we are kind of branding it in a silly way, and we're gonna have at some shows our own custom like drinks.
Oh shit! There we go. And where does Meglados come from? That's like a shark, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying your collective was Waves. Does that have anything to relate to sharks and
Waves
water?
is for like the audiophile, like W.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, there we go.
That's where that came from. Meglados, my DJ name when I first started was my initials, kind of like my initials are JAW. And so it was Jaws.
Oh, shit.
It was Jaws. Yeah.
Wow.
So I was Jaws, but then I started getting confused with JAUZ Jaws.
Okay.
And I didn't want to, like, you know, get sued by the Jaws franchise of movies and stuff. Or I didn't want people to think I was, like, the bass house artist at the time, Jaws, JAUZ. And so I created Meglados based off of Greek prefixes and suffixes. Mega meaning big and large, and Lados meaning shark and pointy.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Megalodon shark, but just a unique. Ooh, I like this song.
Now it's your turn. There we go. I think it's a little bit flowier back and forth. I took over his other song on accident. But okay, that's interesting. So you're not like a huge fan of sharks, or that's not like your thing. You don't have.
I do like sharks. I mean, sharks are pretty cool. I've swam with sharks.
Oh shit! What? Okay.
Yeah, I think that they're a sick like apex predator. So you know, I'll be the next apex-based DJ, hopefully.
Are they spooky to be? Like, do they seem? They obviously probably seem like scary to be around them, right, in the water.
I don't necessarily need to do it again now that I've done it. So if that means anything.
Yeah. Damn. So you are able to do this like full time, I assume, yeah?
Yeah, right now I'm full-time DJing, in between like doing weddings, EDM production. I'm doing like all sorts of stuff.
And then how did that start? Like, how did you end up being able to do it full time? Was it like gradual, or is it because you got weddings right away that it was pretty?
I mean, I really like working. So for a long time I was doing like professional audio sales. For a short stint worked at like a property management company. I've done bartending part-time.
Okay.
And so I do generally like to have some sort of like weekday part-time job or ideally not full-time because, you know, it does take a lot of effort to prep for gigs, prep for weddings, meet with clients, do all that stuff. And then now that I'm throwing my own shows, like it's a ton of effort.
That was so bad.
You just mixed out on my drop.
Oh, fuck. Okay, wait, let me try this. Fuck, I fucked that shit up so bad. Okay. I was trying to do that thing where I've been seeing you guys like mix it into like a bass. Like I have to mix on drums. That's my whole thing. Like I'm stuck on mix on drums, so I was like, oh, maybe there's a vocal thing I can like slowly mix into, and then I just completely fucked up your shit. Okay. Damn. Wait. So tell me about this like audio sales. Like, were you looking at like Guitar Center or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at GC for a while. That's how I bought a lot of my equipment, though. So whatever.
That's cool. I'm a part of a wedding company, and we were trying to hire on this guitar sales guy for a while. And he came on for a second, but like weddings aren't for everyone. You know, it's like that was still not perfect, but whatever. Because it's very like humbling to. Whenever anyone asks me like what it's like to be like a wedding DJ, because that's one of my main gigs. It's like it's very humbling, you know, and like you have to learn really quick. It's not about what songs you like.
It's about what the client wants.
But eventually you end up, whether you like it or not, enjoying some of that music too. And then like I try to like spice it up by throwing in like remixes of
fun stuff.
Yeah, and then that translates eventually over into like clubs. It makes it easy for like the white girls to dance or whatever.
Well, what's been super cool is clients have been reaching out to me that like more EDM, and so I've been able to be like one of the few people that finesses playing EDM with playing wedding music and like making sure that the older family is happy as well as the younger family that does want to listen to something that's maybe not your typical like top 40 wedding song.
Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense.
Yeah, I've like been blessed and lucky enough to get some awesome clients that like to listen to all sorts of genres and stuff.
And like, what's the importance of like actually meeting other DJs and like forming? You've been part of collectives, but like if you're not part of a collective, just having that connection, then friends. Like, is it possible to just like be your own DJ in the world, or is that gonna like limit you at a certain extent?
I'm a very social person, so I've never not had other DJ friends and friends that are like in the scene. But I think it pays dividends. Like if you go out of your way, if you're not a social person, but you go out of your way to make friends with other DJs, I think it will have good returns.
Yeah.
And not just because you're trying to ladder climb, but because people will think about you. They're like, oh, I can't do this gig. Let me send it your way. Are you free this day? And like that just ends up helping a lot.
Yeah.
I got one of my coolest gigs through just being an instructor to like up and coming DJs that want to learn how to mix.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And so because I was doing that, another friend reached out to them.
That was so bad.
Another friend reached out to them about DJing at Crystal Mountain.
Okay.
And I ended up getting to DJ there a ton because of that. Because they got hit up to DJ at like a corporate event, and they didn't have speakers, they didn't have nothing, but they're like, I know somebody who does. So they reached out to me. I got the gig, and then I got a DJ their corporate event, and then that led into DJing during the season, and that's how I picked up snowboarding. I hadn't even snowboarded before that. I just said, okay, I'm gonna go buy all the gear because now I'm gonna go snowboarding and DJing.
And that's the pros of like owning your own gear too. It's expensive, obviously, but like I didn't realize. Like one of my friends was like, "Oh yeah, I just bought this new camera," and I was like, "Holy shit, that's like a $10,000 camera." And they're like, "Oh, I leased it." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, I don't know. Like I don't know. If, for me, I feel like it's better to like work your way up into better gear after you're able to like pay off that gear by like getting good gigs. But I'm like, I guess you can literally lease gear. I didn't even know that was a thing. But I guess working at Garage. Not Garage. Guitar Center. You probably
Garage Center.
Garage Center. You probably experienced that.
Yeah, I've always been a total gear nerd.
Okay.
So, like I know about some of your camera equipment and podcast stuff in here just because I'm such a gear head. Yeah. And not because I need to, but because it just, I don't know, it's interesting to me.
Yeah.
That's why audio sales was kind of a good job for me, because I did love learning about all the different DJ controllers and speaker systems, microphones. I see we got like the M7s here or whatever. Yeah. So I know that
you know some stuff. You know some stuff.
It doesn't say it, I don't think, but.
Oh, maybe it doesn't.
It does. But I actually just knew that off the top of my head.
Okay, okay.
So.
Trying to get on my good side over here.
Yeah, I know a little bit about gear.
Nice.
Essentially.
Yeah, it took me a while to learn, but I got into DJing because I had like a DJ mentor at the time when I worked in radio. Did you ever like find someone, because you, as you mentioned, you like tutor kind of upcoming DJs. Did you ever have like a type of mentor that helped you with that at all?
Yeah, I've had mentors for DJing and for music production, and I think it's very important to get somebody who you look up to or think is knowledgeable and kind of just pick their brain on it. I think that I'm like decent at DJing now and decent at music production, but I still want to learn.
Yeah.
Like I want to meet up with other people who I'm like, okay, I can learn from you in some other way and get better.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think you can always learn. There's like always new stuff coming out too.
Yeah.
Like my biggest thing is like I'm really big into like stems. Like that's my whole thing right now. And I wouldn't even know what stems were if I wasn't like working with like having DJs come over to my house at one point and like showing me like the ropes, you know.
Yeah.
So there's always things to learn. I feel like because this is a DDJ, CDJs are always like so scary to like first get into. So like what is your advice for people that are trying to go from like a DDJ to a CDJ? It's also just like there's something about the like screen, you know, that's like in the middle that just like it's scary to a lot of people, you know? Oh, I like this beat.
Yeah, thanks. I made it.
Oh, yeah. What's it called?
It's not out yet, but it was originally a remix to a song called All Over, and I didn't really love that.
Oh.
And so me and my friend that worked on the song together, I'm going to rework on it with him and get some different vocals and
Hell yeah.
make this a little bit different. Actually, everything I've been playing so far has been mine.
Same. All these famous songs, like I'm actually RL Grime and
Troy Boy.
Yeah, 100%. K Trinata. So how'd you get into, like, how old were you when you got into production, and like how soon after becoming a DJ did you get into production?
Not for a long time, actually. I kind of tried to start getting into it, but I didn't know much, and it was
changing the BPM on.
It was that's all right. It was a difficult journey to get into music production. It's a whole different world than DJing. People think, oh, we're producing music right now.
Yeah,
like,
no,
that's not how that works. Yeah, Ableton's cool. I got lessons from people. I got better through a place called Bass Music Mastery.
Okay.
Really good instructors on there.
Is that like online or in person?
It's an online school. Highly recommended to anyone who wants to learn music production in general, but it is more of a bass-focused music production.
And like, what type of music city is Seattle when it comes to DJing, would you say?
There's a lot of house music, I would say. There's a ton of events where you can go out in the summer and go see house artists, but there's also a good bass scene here. There is a lot of artists that will travel to come to Seattle to play, like Tacoma Dome, WAMU, just the hotter spots for some bass music. Not as much the clubs, in my opinion, like maybe like Substation or Vice, but not all over, whereas house, I feel like, is all over.
Was there used to be a bigger hip-hop DJ scene, I would think, right?
Yeah, in my opinion, because I am a top 40 DJ who plays at hip-hop clubs and places like that, I feel like it's kind of dying a little bit. And it's only dying because it's expensive.
Because people keep dying?
No. People just like can't really always afford to be going out to these top 40 clubs all the time and spending money. But if you think about it, you will put in effort to go spend money at a show. You're like, oh, I really want to come see this traveling artist. I'll spend money to go out to this show.
Okay.
Whereas every Friday, Saturday, I'm not going out to spend money because it just adds up. And it's like people aren't drinking as much as they used to.
Yeah.
It's just not really the scene.
I don't know about our friends, though. I'm just kidding.
We don't drink. People, not me.
Oh, shit. Let's spin off the whole fucking...
He's drunk.
Oh, my gosh. Cool. So what are we at right now? We're at 22 minutes.
22 minutes. Right.
Cool. We're trying to make this like a 30-minute episode. That's our goal with this.
I'm cooking
pilot
through my
episode. We're
songs.
cooking. Cool. So
every transition's probably been so bad. I haven't listened to a single cue.
Me neither. That's the thing. We're gonna get all the gigs from doing this.
Everyone's gonna be like, never hire these DJs. They're so bad.
Oh my! So as a DJ, what keeps you in Seattle DJing versus like moving to like New York or wherever?
I mean, I'm established with my company here.
Okay.
Meglados Music LLC is my company.
Nice.
And then I also work with another company called Limitless Event DJs.
Okay.
And both of us are doing pretty well in getting consistent events, weddings, birthday parties,
bar mitzvahs.
corporate. I've done a bar mitzvah. I've done school dances.
Yeah.
And so I feel like if I go to Vegas or California or something, I have to rebuild all of that, and it would take a little bit of time. So instead of doing that and rebuilding that, I want to push EDM production and grow my artist like fan base, my stuff that could take me all over the world versus just, doing another event production company.
Yeah. It's your turn to mix, by the way.
I know, but I'm going into a completely different genre here. We're gonna go to 131 from 94.
Or you go like this.
And we're gonna go. I can do that, but it's gonna sound not great.
Yeah.
What's your reverb on? What channel?
Oh shit.
Oh, I think we've left it on actually the entire
Phaser?
mix.
I don't think it's been on. This has just been phaser. If you go up to FX and the right there.
This has been on the entire. Yeah, we've had phaser on the entire time.
Shit. Reverb's on the left right there.
This mix is gonna be horrible.
Dude, this is gonna be
I
shit.
turned phaser on one time, and since we're trying to listen to each other, we can't hear it.
Yeah.
So
Well, I got this thing in. I got an earbud in. I didn't hear any reverb.
You didn't hear the phaser? Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's also because I'm deaf.
So hopefully...
Wait, are we DJing right now?
Hopefully the mix is okay. All right, this goes to 146
Cool.
if you want, or mix that out at 131.
Okay. So also, that's the thing that people might know about DJing. There's also a lot of math in DJing, I think. It's like how, like you have to know what divided by, like what's like one.
I mean, I have a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics.
Oh shit. Okay. See that I didn't know that. There's
You have to get that to become a DJ?
Yes, you have to.
Yeah.
Wait. So what? So do you apply any of your stuff you learned in school into DJing besides cutting numbers
I mean,
in half?
I learned DJing in school, but like my degree and stuff was more so for if I wanted to go into like a specific field called being an actuary. And so I did a couple of those exams. So I did like their probability and financial mathematics exams and was kind of going that career, but then at the same time was building my own business and ended up going with that way, you know?
And like, do you come from like a family of like entrepreneurs at all? Like, was this like something that your family was like?
Not really.
Or anything?
No, my mom's like a nanny and my dad's like
Okay.
a construction worker. So
There we go.
nothing crazy.
Damn, this is not.
It's going to 146.
146.
Yeah, it goes into trap.
Got it.
Subset.
And
yeah.
then, what is this at? This will be 146 if I just leave it
Yep.
in the middle. Cool.
Yeah, I'm playing a like original song, but kind of
Hell
a
yeah.
transition edit, and I'm throwing him off. So I was trying to warn him that it's going to 146.
There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna go to 140. 2, and then what would this be at? What would I?
It's
bring
at 146.
This is 142. So what would I bring this to? This would What would it actually be? You know what I mean? Well, I'm just gonna have to find
Oh
the
yeah,
secret. I'm just gonna have to secret.
you'd have to go down 3, but yeah, or 4.
I'm
Go down
fucking
4. See, this is why we don't normally have conversations while we're DJing.
This
'cause
is gonna be
it
so
takes
bad.
a lot of effort to DJ and focus.
That was so bad. Okay. So you have to do it on beat though, at least, you know. So I told Meglados that for this, because we're talking, you don't want to be talking over vocals. So like 25% vocals, I
Yeah.
would say. So I feel like I've been singing that a little bit, but heck yeah. Cool. So you just released something, or you're about to release something? What's going on with that?
I just released a song called Run It Back, and if I can play one song with vocals, let me play that one
Yes.
at the end.
So how about this? You mix this and then run it back,
Okay.
and we'll call it a day.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
This is another original, so I'll mix this one in,
Heck
and then
yeah.
we'll do Run It Back last.
And like, do you mix your own vocals when you're doing production, or do you get other people on, or what is that like?
Yeah. So I had
We should probably turn this off, right? Shifts.
I had my friend come over and record some vocals.
Nice.
He is another artist in the state. His name's Jordan Salazar. So he came and hopped on the song called Run It Back. He wrote the lyrics to it. He produces as well.
Nice.
But I sent him the beat and he really liked it and wrote some lyrics to it. And then came over and recorded more, and we mixed it together and made the song together. So
Damn.
sick.
Yeah, I've seen your home studio. It's fucking crazy. That's
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if any of you vocalists want to come over and work, we got a sick studio here.
There we go.
And sick studio at my
Yes.
house. So
And what's the name? What's the name of your studio? You have like a name for it?
Meglados Shark Tank.
Oh, there we go. Really? Okay.
Sure.
That's cool.
I mean, I call my lights the Shark Tank. So
Okay, there we go. Hell yeah. So tell me the background about this new song you're releasing. Like, is there like a theme behind it? Or do you like make a theme when you're like making a song? Or?
Yeah, I mean, the entire theme of my current project would be kind of centered around like love and love lost.
Okay.
I just released a song called Fake Love not too long ago, and then this one's called Run It Back. And you guys can listen to the lyrics here, but they kind of center around like that love theme, I guess. And after I explore this artistry project, maybe start a new chapter later, and maybe something more about partying.
Okay.
So
Or marriage, like Chance the Rapper. You know
Marriage?
When, you know
Nah.
when Chance the Rapper made that wedding album, and then he divorced his wife like less than a decade later. It was a whole thing.
That's ridiculous. I'm gonna start making wedding walkout dubstep songs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
No, that's not
Dang.
happening.
So what are you seeing any like trends in EDM music currently? Like, is there more cowbell than usual? Or?
I think trap is making a resurgence.
Okay.
And it's not called trap, but EDM trap is
Okay.
like, if you go listen to old EDM trap artists, it's kind of making a resurgence. And you see artists like ISOXO, and then Knock 2.
Okay.
You know, you like RL Grime and Troy Boy, so those artists are still going. And then, I don't know, just like that kind of subgenre seems to be making a comeback. And house is just huge right now.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think? Like, besides the event part of it and like going out and like actually seeing a show, what do you think is making people get attached to like EDM? It's like, especially in Seattle, I don't feel like I've met a single person who doesn't
like
really,
EDM.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm still more hip hop centric, and I feel like I've had to get more into EDM because everyone else is into EDM.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because there's not a lot of good top 40 hip hop coming out as much anymore.
Okay.
I don't know if that's like me being old and just like thinking that the old music is better.
Yeah.
But I listen to new hip hop all the time, trying to find stuff to play in clubs,
Yeah.
like the top 40 clubs. I'm DJing this Friday at a pretty much hip hop centric club. And yeah, I don't think it's as good as it used to be, or it's not party focused. So maybe it's not good for listening out. It's good for listening in like your car or hanging out with friends, but it's not party focused.
That is fair. Yeah, when I'm in the like my favorite artist, like over there you'll see Kendrick Lamar's Damn album. Kendrick Lamar is my favorite artist, but like, and I try not to be offended when people will be like, Kendrick Lamar doesn't have hits, but it's because when people say hits, a lot of the time they're like, I'm not gonna play Kendrick Lamar in the club, you know? I'm like, Kendrick Lamar is like speaking to my soul, like that is what I like love to.
Which, I mean, I used to play swimming pools all the time.
Yeah.
That was a hit, and I had a cool remix of it, and then Not Like Us I play all the time.
Yeah.
So there is some hits, but like you think of Drake like 8 years ago, and you could play every single one of his songs at the club.
Yeah.
And people would love it.
Yeah.
And now it's like everyone hates it.
Yeah. Did you ever see Honestly Nevermind in clubs, or not really?
Not really.
He tried.
Yeah.
There we go. So remind everyone what the name of the song is.
Run It Back by myself, Meglados, featuring Jordan Salazar.
Nice. And like, what is like the process behind even like the creation of something like this? Like, how do you even find the thing that always surprises me about like EDM is like, you don't hear these fucking sounds in nature, you know, like when you're thinking of like hip hop, you're like, okay, that's like a drum beat.
Yeah.
But like in nature, you don't hear
Yeah.
unless you're like maybe singing into a fan maybe or something.
Well, I made all of the sounds in Serum, and it kind of started from like messing around, made one cool sound where I was like, oh, that's sick, and it's like that main bass lead throughout the entire song.
Yeah.
But I ended up like automating it and messing around with it, and that's kind of where that stemmed from.
Yeah.
And then created kind of like a softer intro, so like a singer had ability to shine on it, and
Cool.
yeah, I don't know. It's honestly kind of a basic song. I'm not gonna lie. It's not
It's
like
fun,
anything crazy, but it's fun, and it has like a good theme, so I like it a lot.
Hell yeah. Well, this has been the first episode of Interview and Instrumentals. Obviously, everything's a work in progress, but I would have not wanted to start this with anyone else than DJ Meglados.
Thank you.
I've been having
Thank
a lot
you,
of fun
buddy.
with you lately. Where can people find your music, and if they want to reach out to you, how do they do so?
You can find me everywhere: Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud. Meglados is my handle on everything, or Meglados Music. So reach out to me primarily on Instagram or on my website, megladosmusic.com. But stream me on Spotify. There's a lot more music coming. Obviously, you just heard a bunch of instrumentals. A lot of that was unreleased, but they will have vocals on them. They're not just instrumentals with a phaser left on and a reverb left on. We had the music very quiet so we could talk in here and it wasn't blasting over the mics, but I hope, you know what, I'll just go re-record the whole mix. No.
I think we did our thing. This has been Interview and Instrumentals with
Jason Wyndham, Meglados, ya boy.
And we did it.